As the 2024 season has come to an end, there are several interesting storylines to follow until the start of the next season. One of these storylines concerns Denny Hamlin and his future in NASCAR. After the final race in Phoenix, where Joey Logano took his third Cup Series title, Hamlin posted a message on his socials, which is a huge loss for the JGR driver. After the Championship 4 race, Denny Hamlin posted a goodbye video to FedEx, who are parting ways with the JGR driver. This is a huge loss for Hamlin, as FedEx has been his sponsor from day one. But with FedEx's departure, Hamlin's future with JGR is a question mark. The announcement was actually made a while back when Hamlin released the following statement. "It's been a fantastic partnership that we've had nearly 20 years. They're the ones that really took a risk on me when I was just running the Xfinity Series, about 5th to 8th every week. That risk paid off for many, many years and couldn't be happier to be aligned with FedEx, and certainly I got to do a lot of great things off the track as well. It's made my career. It's made it a lot easier being aligned with someone for that long, and we're going to continue to represent on and off the racetrack for the time to come." The departure of FedEx as Denny Hamlin's primary sponsor puts his seat at Joe Gibbs Racing, or JGR, in a precarious position due to the financial reliance NASCAR teams place on major sponsorship deals. FedEx has been Hamlin's primary sponsor since he began his Cup Series career in 2005, making it one of the longest-lasting partnerships in the sport. This steady sponsorship has provided JGR with a dependable financial backbone for Hamlin's number 11 team, covering operational costs and allowing the team to remain competitive. Without FedEx, Hamlin faces the challenge of securing a new primary sponsor, or possibly piecing together multiple sponsorship deals, which can be difficult in NASCAR's sponsorship climate. Many teams, including JGR, now rely on substantial sponsor funding to cover the escalating costs of competition. JGR may also need to assess whether they can fund Hamlin's seat independently, or shift resources if a high-value sponsor doesn't come through. Given Hamlin's status as one of the sport's most recognizable drivers, it's likely that he will work hard to find a replacement sponsor, but the outcome could influence his long-term position with the team. Denny Hamlin's partnership with FedEx has been one of the most iconic in NASCAR, known for its longevity, stability, and impact on both Hamlin's career and the sport at large. For nearly 2 decades, Hamlin and the number 11 FedEx car have been a fixture on the NASCAR grid, making FedEx's branding instantly recognizable to fans and marking one of the longest primary sponsorships in NASCAR's modern era. To fans, the FedEx-Hamlin partnership has become a symbol of NASCAR loyalty and consistency. Just as fans associate drivers like Jeff Gordon with DuPont or Dale Earnhardt with GM Goodwrench, Hamlin's name has been intertwined with FedEx. It's been a familiar, dependable image that fans could count on year after year. This stability fostered strong fan engagement, with FedEx embracing fan involvement through various activations, ticket promotions, and loyalty programs that bridged the gap between fans and the brand. For Hamlin, FedEx's support was more than just financial. It was foundational to his development as a driver. Beginning with JGR in 2005, FedEx backed Hamlin through his rookie season and the ups and downs that followed. This unwavering sponsorship allowed him to focus on his performance, leading to a career filled with race wins and playoff appearances. FedEx has been a critical ally in helping Hamlin establish his reputation, not just as a talented driver, but as a dedicated competitor who can compete at the highest level of the sport. The end of this partnership marks a significant shift in NASCAR's sponsorship landscape. The stability provided by FedEx is now rare in NASCAR, where economic pressures and a competitive sponsorship environment make long-term brand partners harder to maintain. For Hamlin and his fans, it's the end of an era that underscores the challenges facing NASCAR drivers and teams today. FedEx's decision to end its sponsorship with Denny Hamlin likely reflects internal business priorities rather than dissatisfaction with Hamlin's performance or his team's results. Over recent years, FedEx has been focusing on cost optimization and adjusting its marketing strategies in response to shifting economic landscapes and the growing importance of digital marketing. NASCAR sponsorship, while beneficial for brand visibility, is a substantial financial commitment, and the return on investment may no longer align with FedEx's evolving priorities. It's also notable that FedEx is leaving the sport entirely, indicating that this choice was made for company-wide reasons, rather than as a reflection of Hamlin's on-track performance or marketability. Hamlin has consistently been a playoff driver and championship contender, proving his value on the track. His consistent success, coupled with his strong fan following, would generally make him an ideal candidate for sponsorship. With FedEx's departure, NASCAR is losing a major corporate sponsor that brought additional visibility to the sport. This exit speaks to a larger trend in NASCAR, where the cost of competition has risen significantly, and sponsors must carefully weigh the value of these investments. For Hamlin and Joe Gibbs Racing, it's a blow that underscores how the economic climate is reshaping NASCAR's sponsorship model and the need for teams to adapt to the changing demands of corporate partnerships. With FedEx departing, Denny Hamlin faces critical decisions about his future in NASCAR, and new sponsorship will be key to determining his path forward. Potential sponsors might come from industries that align with NASCAR's core demographics, such as energy drinks, telecommunications, or technology companies looking to enhance their brand visibility. Hamlin's high-profile, competitive record and large fan base make him an appealing prospect, and he may be able to attract a primary sponsor seeking a strong, established driver with a loyal following. There's also the possibility of Hamlin driving for his own team, 23XI Racing. Co-founded with Michael Jordan, 23XI Racing has quickly become a competitive force in NASCAR, and bringing Hamlin into a driving role would certainly bolster its profile even further. However, this move could be complex, as it would involve shifting resources within the team, acquiring another charter, and perhaps finding a co-sponsor to cover Hamlin's seat. Yet this route would allow Hamlin to solidify his legacy by continuing his driving career while also shaping the team's future from behind the wheel. Retirement is another option Hamlin might consider, especially given his age and the achievements he's already accumulated. He's been a consistent championship contender and has built a respected brand, both on and off the track. Moving into a full-time management role at 23XI Racing might allow him to continue making an impact on the sport without the day-to-day demands of driving. However, Joe Gibbs will likely push hard to keep Hamlin in the number 11 car. Their long-standing relationship has been highly successful, and Gibbs values Hamlin's experience, leadership, and competitiveness. For Gibbs, having Hamlin on the team is about more than just results. It's about preserving a valuable partnership that has defined much of both of their careers. Gibbs will likely work hard to secure alternative funding or make financial adjustments to try to retain Hamlin, knowing that his presence elevates the team's performance and reputation. Ultimately, Hamlin's decision will hinge on which path aligns best with his goals, both in racing and personally. Whether he finds a new sponsor to stay at JGR, transitions to his own team, or considers retirement, each option holds significant implications for him and the NASCAR community. If Hamlin is not returning to JGR in 2025, the team will have the challenging task of finding a fitting replacement. Earlier this year, JGR already had to find a replacement for Martin Truex Jr., who's retiring from the sport. He'll be replaced by Chase Briscoe, who will be eager to get things started with JGR. Now for Hamlin's replacement, there will naturally be a number of interested drivers, as JGR is considered to be the biggest team in NASCAR alongside Hendrick Motorsports. But JGR can't just pick anyone for the lot. They need to pick someone who can fulfill the legacy of the number 11 car. They can also go with someone young and upcoming, such as Chandler Smith, who has not only shown pace while driving Toyota, but was also an Xfinity championship contender this season. But if JGR wants to get a veteran driver, their best bet would be with someone like Kyle Busch. Busch previously drove for JGR, with whom he won 2 Cup Series championships. He left the team after 2022, as his sponsorship had dropped out. However, this year he has shown dissatisfaction towards his current team, Richard Childress Racing. He also stated that if JGR were to offer him a seat, he would jump at the opportunity. But this scenario is only in the case Hamlin is unable to find a sponsor. Although it could be challenging for Hamlin, his popularity among NASCAR fans is a plus. We could see some sponsors showing interest in signing Hamlin and help him retain his seat at Joe Gibbs Racing. How do you think FedEx's departure will affect Hamlin's future in NASCAR? Post your thoughts in the comments section below.